I will tell you that what you're going to learn over the next little bit is you're going to learn, number one, how to build a business. If you want to build an agency, you're going to learn exactly what you need to learn and what you need to do to go do that. You're also going to learn this. How many of you guys know that as you build an agency, one of the most important things is building a culture that you're duplicating yourself through that agency? Okay? So I'm going to talk a little bit about the difference between building a sales team, which is very vital and very needful at certain times of your business, but there's a big difference in building a sales team versus building a business building team. Okay? Night and day different in duplicating yourself on a sales side versus a business building side. Okay? So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. The foundation for building your agency is this. Okay? You have to learn how to communicate Equus Financial. I talk about this a lot. Probably my team is sick and tired of hearing me talk about it, but I'll drill it over and over until people get it. But there's an analogy that I use called the drill versus the hole. I don't think very many people wake up in the United States of America on a Saturday morning and they just say, the thought just runs across them like, okay, I'm going to go buy a drill today. I don't think very many people go buy a drill for the sake of buying a drill. So the fact of what a drill is very little importance to anybody in this room. And I will tell you, I'll go so far as to say this, if there's anybody in this room that actually owns a drill, there was a point in time in your life where you needed a hole. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people that they engage in business building activities, they put their calendar in front of you. John, I'm talking to all these people about Equus Financial, man, and nobody gets in. Well, there's one of two reasons. Number one, and I'm not even going to tell you. A lot of people say, well, either a dead guy talked to 100 people or 100, you know what I'm saying. But I'm not going to say that because you know what? We all have different personalities. A lot of us, enthusiasm comes across different. But here are the mistakes that I see. If you're out there talking to people about Equus, number one, did you check interest to find out if they were interested in making money before you started talking to them about Equus? Did you check their interest? Did they give you an affirmative, enthusiastic, yes, I'm looking? And number two, did you tell them what Equus is, or did you talk to them about what Equus does? Did you try to sell the drill, or did you find out if they have a need of a hole? Okay? When I talk to people about Equus, listen, I think Equus is great. And those of you guys that know me, you know I can sit down and I can talk about Barry Clarkson for hours. I love him. He's the only reason I'm here. Okay? If it was not for Barry Clarkson, I promise you, you guys wouldn't know my name. I'd be in the insurance business, but I'd be doing my own thing, playing golf 3 or 4 days a week. You're right, Dick? You're probably doing the same thing, right? So there's a lot of different ways to make money. But I'm here at Equus Financial because of Barry Clarkson and what he's building here and the legacy and what he wants to create here, okay? So I can talk about what Equus is, but here's the thing. If I don't learn how to communicate the results of Equus Financial, then most people are going to shut me down after about 30 seconds of me talking to them. Because here's what they hear. Insurance sales, which, by the way, if somebody were to talk to me about insurance sales, I'm just telling you, thanks but no thanks. Yeah, but you know how much money a guy makes? You know you can make $500. I don't care. I don't want to sell insurance. Right? But you guys are out there trying to build Equus talking about insurance sales. And you're going to miss a dreamer like John Kite at 25 years of age. You know what Equus is? Equus is a way of building distribution. You know what distribution is? It's a way of duplicating yourself. Do you understand that duplicating yourself is the only way to produce time and money that we can actually go do? And so, guys, I'm gonna break down the very beginning part of this. I'm gonna break down the Equus opportunity, and I want you guys. So I'm not showing y'all the Equus opportunity. I'm just breaking apart bits and pieces of how I show the Equus opportunity and the reason behind it, because you got to learn the foundation. Number one foundation is this. When I walk into a room and I show the Equus opportunity, I don't care if I'm showing it to one person or if I'm showing it to 500 people, okay? Here's what I know. If I ask everybody, hey, why are you here? You know the answer they're going to tell me? They're going to tell me, I'm here to check out Equus Financial. And here's the thing, if you take that answer and you think it's the right answer, you're going to miss the mark from the very first thing that you say. They're not there to find out about Equus. When people sit down with you, one of the biggest things that they want to find out is, what have I done wrong? Where have I missed the mark? I've gone to school, gotten a good education, got out and got a good job, got fired from that job, got a good job, got fired from that job, got a good job. I've gone out there and got these string of jobs. I've done the best I can. Why am I so miserable with life? Why am I
Fascinating
so...
question.
Is that serious? Honestly, we were going to engage Siri the other day, and I didn't, because I tried talking to it one time, and it does not understand redneck. So it's like... So when I introduce people to Equus, one of the first conversations that I have with them, whether it's in front of a room full of people, and I'll show you how I do that, or whether it's individually, but I always just sit down and I just chill. I go into chill mode. I don't get all up on the table. If I'm doing a one-on-one at Starbucks, I don't get all up on the table. What I do is I sit back, because here's the thing. How much are you going to sell you to me? Because if you think I'm going to sit here and try to sell Equus and try to interest you with Equus, that's not how I build my business. I'm a business builder, not a recruiter. I can't stand recruiting. I wouldn't last 20 minutes in recruiting, because recruiting puts me in a position where I've got to interest you. And let me just tell you, I don't like I ain't doing it. So I sit down and in chill mode, and I just ask the person, tell me a little bit about your life. I want to know the ups and the downs. I want to know what have you done that makes you the most proud. If it's high school football, lay it on me, okay? What have you done that makes you the most proud? But I also want you to tell me some of your frustrations. What are some of the things that you're looking for? So what am I asking? I'm asking them, tell me the size hole that you need. Now, if I'm talking to a 22-year-old and he tells me the size hole he needs is to go out there and make enough money to go out there and buy his buddies a beer on Friday, I'm probably going to show him field underwriter. But if I'm sitting down with a 25-year-old married guy with a couple kids, or a 30-year-old married guy, person with a couple kids, and they tell me the size of their hole is more of what I'm looking for, I'm showing them building massive distribution for companies like CFG, GPM, Foresters. I'm talking to them about duplication. I'm showing them something that when I was showed it at 25 years of age, I couldn't sleep. Do y'all think I got involved in Amway at 25? If you would have even said the word Amway, I would have run. But what did I get involved? Why did I take my whole golf career, put it on the back burner? What did I commit to? I didn't commit to Amway. I didn't commit to consumable commodity products. I didn't commit to toilet paper and paper towels and soap. A guy showed me how to go out there and duplicate myself and make more money working 4 or 5 hours a week than I could have made in 3, 4, 5 months working a golf job. He showed me how to have 6 Saturdays and a Sunday. He showed me financial freedom. And I really up until that point in time in my life, if you would have asked me if I was ambitious, I would have told you, man, I'm the least ambitious person in the world. And I'm going to tell you this, and you write this down. If you're going to commit to building an agency, you need to understand that you ain't got nothing to do with whether somebody's called to do it or not. And if you think you're good enough to go sell people and get people to commit to you, and their commitment to you is going to last through their first or second no, and their commitment to you is going to make them build a business, you better get humility. You better get humilified real quick. Is humilified a word? you better get rid of that pride real quick. I will tell you the greatest thing that you need to have to build an agency is you need to have an ego. The very worst thing in the world for you in building an agency is your ego. And I will just tell you this, and if you hear nothing, if there's one of y'all in this room that needs to hear this, if you hear nothing else I say today, your ego is absolutely awesome, and it can drive you to incredible lengths, but if you don't have somebody that you trust, that you're plugging into, that you're counseling with, your ego is going to not only will it be the reason you build a business, it will be the reason you got to build it 5, 10, 15, 20 times. You better figure out somebody that you can plug into and somebody that you can trust and you can be transparent with, and they can be really transparent with you. Because a lot of times the ego part of you, it will make you build a business to about that level, and maybe it's 10, 15 writing agents. I don't know, maybe it's 20, 25. I don't know what level you are. But I will tell you that what got you here won't get you there. And what got you here, see, there from 0 to here, it was good that you had a little something like, hey, I want to be somebody. I want Barry to know my name. I want to be on stage. It's good to have that. But that only gets you so far. That's why those people that are so ego-driven, that never learn to go beyond ego, they never really understand how to go from success-driven to significance-driven. They never figure it out. And it's sad, because they constantly repeat the same things over and over again. Okay, so getting back to the business, say when I'm doing a group meeting, if I'm doing a one-on-one, I'm chill, and the very first thing I want is I want to open up them. I want them to talk. I'm listening, and I'm genuinely listening to what they say. Because what I want to do is I want to listen for the pain, and especially if I'm talking to a man, I know that everybody's got it, man. Everybody's got those wounds. Everybody's got that pain. Everybody's got that thing about, hey, man, like when I was 18, 19, 20, man, I had big dreams. I wanted to be somebody, but man, I'm 28 right now, and I'm so beat down, it's incredible, okay? When I'm doing an organization meeting, I always talk to them about, hey, how many of you guys came here to check Equus Financial out? You know, I'll get a lot of hands come up. Now, the guy that's got his arms crossed back there, he never even lifts his hands, okay? But I let them know that I understand that even though they told me what they thought I wanted to hear, Maxwell, they didn't come in here to learn about Equus. What they came in here to find out is what they've messed up in doing, what they should have done different. And is this the same network marketing deal they've seen 100 times? Or are we actually going to be original and talk about the one thing that you came in here to find out? Because you didn't come in here to find out about Equus. You came here to find out about one daggum thing. And if you don't get transparent with me right now, this ain't going to work either. The transparency is this. You came in to find out about one thing, and that one thing is results.